Jurgen, first of all, are Daniel Sturridge and Phil Coutinho available this weekend? If not, when are you expecting them back?
Daniel, yes, I would say so. But of course, how it is always, yesterday was part of the complete session that looked really good, but how always after injuries you have to wait how the player is reacting on this intensity. Phil not available, not in training so far, so nothing new.
Is that still a back problem?
I think so. So nothing told me anything different. Yeah, that's always how it is with injured players. It's no really time. Yeah, actually when he's back, nothing new.
Obviously, last night Barcelona's general manager Pep Segura said that we're discussing the conditions of Coutinho and Dembele. We are close, obviously. What is your reaction to what he had to say?
No reaction, actually, I thought. I didn't see, I saw the game, but forgot to watch the interviews afterwards. And so, yeah, nothing to say from my side. I don't know why other people are saying what they are saying. I don't even know them. So, and especially this guy, never met him, so no idea.
Just for clarity then, is it fair to say that there are no discussions going on between Liverpool and Barcelona with regards to Coutinho?
I'm not sure that I have to answer this only because we already said what we have to say, or the club said what we have to say, and so yeah, nothing new, no news from me. So because nobody told me anything different since we spoke last time about this.
And the final thing I have to check.
Yeah, but of course you have to.
There have been reports in Spain that Coutinho will be prepared to go on strike. So what has his attitude been like about the place during this whole situation?
To be 100% honest, I cannot nothing say about his attitude because since he has the back problems, he obviously is not in training. So, but when I asked the medical department how he's doing, no complaints. So that's how it is. So nothing bad to say about this.
You expect him to be prepared to play, obviously, if he were fit.
Yeah. We don't look. We are all not silly, and we know that's a very difficult situation. But there's nothing new to say, and obviously there are different interests from different departments and all that stuff. But it's not always easy for me to say the 100% truth, even if I don't like to lie. But in this case, it's exactly how I say it. That's how it is in a moment, and nothing else. Then.
And you yourself focus on another tough game this weekend.
Yes. Whoa, that was a switch. Yes, yeah, you're right. You're right. Obviously, we played Crystal Palace a few weeks ago. Not 100% sure about the lineup in this game, but I think Phil, for example, was on the pitch and Zaha was for sure on the pitch. So both players will not be on the pitch. Not sure about Adam if he played in this game. But yeah, that's how it is. So I see you can play preseason games even against Premier League opponents because a lot of things can change in a few days or weeks or whatever. And the only thing we know, it's a tough game. Probably both teams were not overly happy. We were not really disappointed about our first game, but can't say this. It was how our first game can be, how I said. A lot of things to improve. That's always like this, but even then, you can win. We could have won, I think everybody knows. And yeah, for Crystal Palace, it was a little bit different in a home game. If you lose a home game in first stage, that's how it is. But now coming to Anfield, and I'm really looking forward to Anfield. It's a long time ago that we played there, and that's our place. That's where we want to play. That's where we want to be. And so I hope, especially after these two first games, we already showed we are ready again. Even when it's really, and that's I have to say this, it's qualification Champions League. It's really tough, not just because of the game or the opponent. It's just to be spot on. From the first match day on, you have to be always, but usually you come in a season and you improve things, but here we have the big tests immediately. So we have to be there again, and of course we know how they played and what they can change. Townsend didn't start. Loftus-Cheek started, so it was unlucky for them, obviously, the game development, and so they want to strike back, I'm sure. But again, it's Anfield, and we have to show this.
Yeah, we recently had a chance to speak to David Wagner, your friend at Huddersfield, after the match against Palace last week.
Yeah, I spoke to him, of course.
Any tips that he can pass on?
Yeah, forced them to make their own goal after after a few minutes. No, that's not like this. We have, of course, we saw the match and we saw the pre-season games of Crystal Palace. Not just our game, but all what we could get. The analyzed will happen now. So even if I could get each tip or advice from him, so I didn't ask because it will be a different game, of course, and so. That's what we are thinking about.
Very difficult to judge a team on one game of the season. Obviously, Palace didn't get the result they wanted. New manager Frank de Boer. What challenges will he be facing as a new manager in the Premier League? As someone who's experienced it yourself a couple of seasons ago.
Is it the same in all clubs? I have no idea. So, but of course, wherever you go. We all need results. Huh? That's all what's about. That's what's about. And so, no, but it's not. I have no time or space to think about what Frank de Boer could face at Crystal Palace. I'm sure that they tried a lot to change things and will still try and all that stuff. I know him, of course, even more from his time at Amsterdam, and we played Amsterdam with Dortmund. It was always a football playing side, really lively, but it was Ajax, so that's of course different in a Dutch league, a very dominant team. And now we will see. I'm not sure that they are already, they've finished their ideas, their development or whatever. We'll see what he will bring in, but the second match day, I don't think that everything is already like it should be. That's the same for us probably, but at the end, it's in this moment, it's about getting results, and that's what we were fighting for.
I know I talked about transfer, but 2 weeks ago in the window, where are you in the squad? Are you looking to still strengthen before the end of the window? Are you bringing big players in?
Unfortunately, my English is not good enough to give the 500 different answers and on the same question. So you can obviously see that the whole market worldwide is quite difficult. A few teams are still looking, and we are looking, but that's what I do when I'm actually not on the pitch or not thinking about training or not thinking about the next game. Of course, we think what we can do, but if the transfer would have ended yesterday, we already would have a team which I like and with which we can playing football with. Of course, injuries here and there, but that's not too cool. But still, in this moment, a good team, and that's the transfer window is a very important time, no doubt about this. But it's also important that what we really do with the actual team, and so we will see what happens. I cannot change the answer because I don't know. Actually, it's nothing. There's a contract, sign it or do it. It can happen a few things on both sides, but obviously everything leads direction 31st of August. It will, I can imagine, be a busy day. If we are involved in this busy day, I don't know, but we will see.
Anything else, Glenn?
Is everything okay with Andy Robertson? He wasn't in the matchday squad the past 2 years.
Yeah, it's interesting that somebody, it's everything okay with him. If he is overly happy, actually, I didn't ask. So, but I can imagine because he is in a good moment. He's in a development so far, really good, adapted well. He's a really good player. And but it's how it is with specialists, left fullbacks. It's difficult. You play, or it's possible that you are not in the squad. But he's on a really good way, and everything is fine from my side. Very early, so came in late, has to adapt to our style of play and all that stuff. And but how I said, from my side, everything okay. But things like this happen. We will see. We came back yesterday, had a little session. So of course it was an intense game in Hoffenheim. Huh? So we have 1-2 little things with players which we have to see. It's just because of the intensity of the game, or it's even more. So the things will change during the season a lot, and yeah, that's the players need to know. I told them, of course, but as a player, which I was too a few years ago, it's not easy, but it's much too early to really think about this. It's a long season ahead, and the rule is, if you train really good, if you work really hard, if you improve, if you develop, everything will be good at the end.